Welcome back to KB Living. Today, we are replacing the well pump. Stay tuned, you're not going to miss this. Alright guys, what's going on? It's next day and it's kind of misting outside. Up here at the well, we're not going to record this on my camera because it's not really weatherproof. I need to get like a GoPro or something, but my phone will work for now. This is what we got set up. I'm not going to record everything on here because, it's fairly simple and there's a lot of videos out there. I just want to kind of share my experience and hope that everything works. So I had to run out and I had to grab 6-foot pipe. Goes down 1 inch. I have the T and then pipe on either side to help pull it out. I need to go get a wrench right now, monkey wrench, to tighten that on a little bit more because I think there's dirt and stuff in the threads. So I want to get it down just a hair more. Then we'll yank it out and I'll show you after that. But pretty much we're going to pull this out and it's 95 feet. I thought it was a little longer than that. So we got to get this out. I have to get the old model number on the pump. And then I have to go get a pump all before it starts pouring. So wish me luck. All right. 50 hours later and some blurry eyes and now a headache. I got it out of there. Would have been nice to have somebody else to feed the line away from me because I kept having to shoot along and definitely took a little bit of a toll there. But we have it out and this is what we got. Chickens, well, line, and then right here, it's the old well. From what I can gather, this thing was made 2005. Went on the decoder. There's a stamped serial number that right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it was made in 2005. December is M. 14 is, I'm not sure the plant, but I don't know which plant. I couldn't find that. 13 is the day, so the 13th of May, and then this is the number of the day it was. So that it was 1,226th one made. So it's an old Franklin, half horsepower, 230 volt. What else? 5 amp. Not sure the gallon per minute. I have to look that up. I think I'm gonna have to get a different one, but I'm gonna actually test this one to see if it's bad. So I'll be right back. All right, what's going on? It's quite a few hours later. I had to run all the way to Lebanon, which is an hour and 20 minutes from my house. I was already in Lancaster, so it was only 50 minutes or so from there. I had to stop by Lowe's, return the one tank I didn't use, pressure tank that is, and then I had to run to Lebanon to get it's called a Lancaster pump. It was $450. And then I also got a pitless adapter that I don't even need. I'm gonna end up having to use the old one because the width on the pitless adapter is smaller on the one that I have already. So all the other ones I saw were bigger. So that's not gonna work. I got a new O-ring for the face, but I just got done taking out the old fitting, which I just threw away, but fitting that goes in this end was stuck on there pretty good. And you can see that's not quite straight because these threads here are stripped. So I was at a local hardware store trying to find a tap and they sold me this, which I wanted to use stainless steel, but it is what it is. There was a brass one in there, so it has a rope adapter on it. So I'm gonna put some paracord through there and tie it up to the top of the well casing. That way somebody can grab that as well for good measure. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and then I'm gonna leave this on here, this guy, forever. I'm gonna hook the thing up to it that I made to pull it out to this coupler, and I'm just gonna lower it back in, but I'm also gonna have that rope and I'll tie it around my waist or something because you do not want to drop that in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. We have to go up and then wire the new pump in. So it's a 1/2 horse, 10 gallon per minute. I'm gonna read some of the specs off of this here. All it says is it's a Survivor Lancaster pump, made in Lancaster, PA, 10 gallon per minute. That's about it. Nothing. Oh, here we go. 230 volt, 2 wire, 1/2 horse, 1 phase. Trying to find the 3,500 RPM. Made 4/21/22. So made last month, not even a month ago. Well, a little over a month, I should say. So yeah, this is gonna be a better pump, and it's made right here in Lancaster, PA. So I didn't want to buy one from one of the big box stores. So we're gonna go, we can go ahead and we can put the adapter on right here. It goes from a 1 1/4 to a 1 inch male to go onto the pipe. And then we have to do a bunch of wiring, make sure we got all that right, do some electrical taping, and then I think we'll be ready to lower it back in. So I'll put these fittings on and then I'll bring you back and show you what I did. All right, so we're back. Got this done. So I gotta go find some paracord and put that through the hole. And then I have to take some Vaseline up too for the O-ring. And then I also just got this done. And one thing I wanted to note about this, this also has a rope thing as well. But this is really nice. The metal casing is really nice. The old one was ABS plastic. So a nice stainless steel fitting going into that. It's gonna last a long time. You tighten it up nice and tight, put some thread tape on there, good to go. So I think we're ready to go up and, oh, first I gotta fill this out. The model, serial number and whatever. And then we're gonna go ahead and take it up. Hope we can beat the rain, or I think the rain's done. I just have to worry about it getting dark. So I have to hook up all the plumbing and lower the thing back down in there, which should be easier than pulling it out, I hope. And then we should be good. So I'm gonna get this stuff up there and show you when I have it all hooked up, and we'll go over what I did. So it's getting late, obviously. I'm almost done. I ran out of electrical tape. Probably went a little crazy on some of the parts, but I have the pump hooked up to the end, and I have the other end in, and I'll show you guys that now. All right, so this is the fitless adapter end. This is the rope that I tied to this, and I need to put electrical tape all around there, and I don't have any. I made sure I tested the wires, so I hooked them back up, and then I tested on the other end. Have 240 volts, so that's good. I know all my wiring's good. Hopefully we'll just be able to slide this guy down in there and hook it up and call it a day. But I have to go get some electrical tape. I just kind of wanted to show you what I was going to do, and I'll show you on the pitless adapter I have how that actually works. So we're just going to kind of lower this down in the well, and then when we get close we'll hook it up, and then hook up the wires with some new wire nuts, and that'll be that. And I'll let you guys know when I have that done. All right, so it's probably a little tough to see me, but we finally just got the new well dropped in there. Everything's hooked up, including electrical. Looks much better than it did when I pulled it out, so I'll show you guys right now. All right, so here we go. All we gotta do is kind of stuff that back in there, and here's our rope. I'm gonna tie that to the electrical line. That way you can just yank it next time. I'm gonna do that quick, put the lid back on, and then we're gonna go see if this thing works. All right, I think we got it. I'm not gonna be too excited yet. I wanna make sure we don't have any leaks. And I still have to hook up this other fitting on the pressure tank which you saw in my previous video, me install this pressure tank, and I'm gonna kind of recap. Alright, so I was at the store today and I found this shark bite. So that goes into my CPVC, and then this is gonna thread. It's basically gonna replace this. That way this can be removed. And if anybody ever needs to do any work here again, or I do, we'll be able to just disconnect shark bite rather. I was glad that caught my eye today, but as you can see, we got 45-ish pounds of pressure. I think I'm gonna turn that up a little bit by adjusting the screw right there. But make sure you check your manufacturer on how to do it. And this is a pump control square D. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this off back in here. I'm gonna put the elbow on, replace this, and snap it together, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, so this is the finished product. The only thing missing is I actually need to glue that together and adjust the pressure. So I'm gonna adjust that pressure quick. All you do, like I said, is just adjust that down. I have to wait till tomorrow morning to go out and get new glue because my glue was dried up, unfortunately. But I don't see any leaks right now, so that's good. That's going to wrap up the well installation. This was kind of just a finish to the last video. I'm going to write with Sharpie on the tank that I replaced the well and tank on today's date, and that there is 38 pounds of air inside this tank. That way it's known for the next guy. Okay, before we end the video, I wanted to kind of show you how this pitless adapter worked. This is the one that I bought that was this was too wide. It wouldn't fit in the actual adapter piece, because this sticks inside your well casing like so, and then this end goes to the house, and then this end is inside your casing. And then what happens is usually it's about 6 foot down, and then this, you need a long bar like this, and then this threads on like so, because it's closed in there. It's closed off, doesn't go through that side, you can see. So that gets threaded on like that, and that's how you would yank it out of your well casing. They're not in there too tight, but, and then, so you come down, and then it just kind of slides right in, and that's it. So that's how that works. But I have to return this, and I have to return this as well, because I had the one with the hook on it, just in case, because my pitless adapter threads were kind of messed up, and I don't want to leave that the only way. So hopefully whoever does it next can just pull that rope up. I really appreciate you watching, and if you like this and it was informative, this was kind of a crappy day, but I figured I would take my misfortune and put it out there for you guys to learn from. I spent a lot of time chasing parts around. I ran back and forth to Lowe's and some other stores more than I should have. I mean, the last time I was just too short on my electrical tape. I bought 2 rolls and I touched up some tape on the line, but I just used a little too much, and the last part I needed some more electrical tape. And I just had gotten back from that not too long ago, and I should have checked my PVC glue, but it is what it is. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.